Hey guys, I'm actually in Quigney right now, and I just decided to start filming so that I can share with you some of the tourist attraction sites that we have in East London. And no, not the one in England, lol. East London, commonly known as Emonti in Xhosa and Oos London in Afrikaans, is a city on the southeast coast of South Africa, on the Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality of the Eastern Cape Province. This city lies on the Indian Ocean coast, largely between Buffalo River and Naun River. It is formed around the only river port in Mzansi, and for that reason it was originally known as Port Rex. However, it was later renamed London in honor of the capital city of the United Kingdom, hence the name East London. The big question you're probably asking yourself is, why is it honoring the capital city of the United Kingdom? Well, like I said, East London was originally called Port Rex and was found in 1847 when a British fort was built in a region to serve as a supply port for nearby King Williamstown, Eqonce. On the 14th of January in 1848, the new governor, Sir Harry Smith, who was originally from the United Kingdom, formally annexed the port and its surrounding territory to a radius of about 3 kilometers to the Cape Colony, and named it East London. But enough about the name and the history of this city. Let's start talking about some of the tourist attraction sites around Quigney. The first attraction site I'd like to talk about is this one. This is called the German Settlers Memorial. This is a historical place in East London. A large number of German settlers traveled to Buffalo City during the mid-1800s. So, around the 19th century, German settlers had an influence on this place and its people. This influence can still be culturally felt and seen in the name of suburbs and buildings around East London and elsewhere in the Eastern Cape province. Let's go check it out. Going up, this site is often overlooked by local residents, but it attracts many foreign tourists who come to look at this statue and admire the father, mother, as well as the child figures. The father, mother, and child form the focal point of the memorial as they're facing out to the ocean and the future. It also symbolizes the arrival of more than 20,000 German men, women, and children settlers. Masenyuke i-steps ke ngoku siyobona uba zintoni na eziyaziphaya eludongeni. Let us climb up the stairs to go and check out the artwork on the wall and what it represents. Umfanekiso wokuqala usibonisa indawo aye amaJamani afikela kuzo xa efika ezohlala eMpuma Koloni. Nazi ke indawo abafikela kuzo namagama azo. This image or painting or perhaps artwork displays the German settlement sites in and around Buffalo City. Now let us move on to the next artwork. This one over here shows the 1857 arrival of the British Legion in East London. Masiyojonga owesithathu ke ngoku umfanekiso. The third one shows them working on land. German settlers focused on the establishment of villages to which they gave German names. They also established German congregations and schools in which most teachers were retired soldiers. However, those did not manage to stand the test of time. As a matter of fact, only just 2 German schools remain at the present moment. East London and another one in King Williamstown, Eqon. This one shows the German market. Most 1858 settlers were poor and not accustomed to running their own farms. The farms allocated to them were consistently of very poor quality. In order to survive, they were forced to work for English farmers who had thriving farms, or they had to find jobs in the main centers. On the other hand, the settlers of 1877 seemed to be highly educated and experienced farmers, and then they decided to leave the Eastern Cape and move to other areas within South Africa. The fifth and final frame displays the churches, which also served as community centers. And yeah, that is going to be it for site number 1, which is the German Settlers Memorial. Quigney Oxford. Now let us try to read the stone and then move on to the next location. Masifunde uba kubhalwe ntoni. Ifundeka ngolu hlobo. The German Settler Monument murals were officially opened by Honorable Executive Mayor Councillor Z.V. Ngita and the Honorable Consul General of Federal Republic of Germany, Dr. B. Reverent, on the 22nd May 2015. Masiqhubekeke sihamba bethunana ukuze sibone nezinye indawo. Location number 2 is Quigney Beach. Quigney is known for its long ocean front, as you can see here. There is a swimming spot on my far left, and people normally jog on this sidewalk. So you can go surfing, swimming, just look at the beautiful sunset, and so on and so forth. The third location is the East London Aquarium, which is interestingly a little aquarium with daily fish feeding and exciting seal shows. To be honest with you, the East London Aquarium maybe a bit underwhelming if you compare it with the big city aquariums like the ones in Cape Town and Durban. Right now, I'm just looking outside the aquarium and checking everything out because I cannot afford to go inside. But the aquarium is right here, a Quigney, and this is what it looks like on the outside before going in. I see dolphin skulls over there, and yeah, so the door is actually locked right now, but it's normally open, so you can walk out there and just take a breather, and it's such a beautiful view. Let me just show you from here what it looks like. So this is it, and yeah, the side on the right is very rocky, so yeah. Let us move on to the next location, which is a souvenir shop. This is a closer traditional souvenir shop. You can go inside and check it out. They sell all kinds of items. You can browse through and see what you like so that you can go back home with African memories. So these are the items they sell in this shop. Over here in this table they have bracelets or arm rings, all kinds, and they come in different colors. And then over here they have neck pieces. So yeah, maybe you might like these. They look like the ones I wear in my videos, at least some of them. Yeah, so you can get the pieces from this shop. They look bright, colorful, and beautiful. I normally get mine from the ladies who sell this outside in town. It's still the same product. They all make it by hand and then sell it the only difference is that they don't have a location, so they sell theirs outside, so we can get from those ladies as well. Over here we have paintings, we have dolls, and so many different things, artwork and other stuff here. Ndibona namaqakati ke pha. And so here, this is what they sell in this souvenir shop. And now let us go to the next location, which is no longer in Quigney, but it's in town. Let's go check it out. Right about now, I'm in Oxford Street, East London, South Africa. This is one of the busiest streets and the main street in East London, Emont. The bright maroon colored building is East London's City Hall. It was constructed in 1879 and the clock tower section was added later to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria. This Steve Biko statue is a historical landmark in East London, and it stands prominently in front of the East London City Hall. If you didn't know, Steve Biko was one of South Africa's most influential leaders in the struggle against apartheid. This anti-apartheid activist and leader died in police detention on the 12th of September in 1977 at a tender age of just 30. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Qhubeka ulale ngoxolo tatomkhulu. Right in front of the museum is the statue of a soldier on a horse. It serves as a memorial for all those who died during the war. Masibe ngathi siyahamba ke ngoku ndinibonise xa ndisondele uba linjani iholo. This is the main entrance, and this is what the rest of it looks like. Nalo ke iholo lwedolophu yaseMonti apha eMpuma Koloni eMzantsi Afrika. So this is what East London's City Hall looks like. So now I want us to check out our last statue or memorial around the city hall. Over here is Reverent Dr. Walter Benson Rubusana Memorial Statue. The late Reverend Dr. Rubusana was the co-founder of Xhosa language newspaper called Izwi Labantu, which translates to the voice of the people. He was also the first person to be elected in the Cape Council in 1909. He also assisted in the establishment of more than 10 schools in and around East London, Emont. So I don't want it to look or sound like I'm being ignorant. So let us start addressing the big elephant in the room. Well, if you understand the history of South Africa, you are probably thinking to yourself, why isn't there a nationwide movement to remove colonial and apartheid era monuments? Why aren't the monuments that represented colonialists taken down? Because these monuments represent a painful history to Black people of South Africa. They're just a painful reminder of our past. Why aren't those statues taken down and replaced with past Xhosa leaders? Well, according to a Dispatch Live article by Sipe Makanda, we are not necessarily celebrating the past. We cannot celebrate our painful past. We cannot erase our history. We cannot pretend history is not important, and we need to understand our history. So what we can do right now, today, is look back, live now, and move forward to a place of freedom, equality, love, and peace. I know that at times this is easier said than done, because till this day we're still suffering because of what happened back then. But I would like to conclude with a quote that says, "Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. When you forgive, you heal." I wish each and every single one of you guys peace and healing. I love you and appreciate you for watching. Thank you and goodbye.